We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. To throw right away is Howell. Caught by Turner. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Powell. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
Throwing here, Howell. He finds his man, complete. That's Wheeler. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 5-yard pickup and spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Slice, 97. 22 needle. Smash, red. Hut, hut.
Off the play fake, Love. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there. That was a good run and second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
A quick throw, but incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Ready. Ready.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Set.
On 3rd down, Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Washington. Mark that down as a punt return of 78 yards. And the Commanders are on the board here first in the season opener.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. They'll try the left side. Bradley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Ready?
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They go bootleg. Love. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Here's Howell. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. It got his man complete. A huge play there for Washington. 56 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter. With this mix to score.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Inside handoff to Nixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle. 2nd and 10.
At the 19-yard line.
Now Love. He finds his man complete. That's Bradley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, it's Bradley. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Come on.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Love looking to throw it. This is intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set, hut.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. At the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Ready?
First down, going to the air with Love. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
On second down now, it's Bradley. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Let's go.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Needle blue.
Throwing. Love. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
On first down, Howell. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the counter, Gibson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd down and 13. Howell now to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. Nifty move. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
First down, Howell to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Howell, he'll look to throw it. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard. It's Howell with another throw. This is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They run for it with Mixon. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And they're going to get him. They bring him down, a sack back at the 16-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Back to throw, Howell. And it's caught. Touchdown. Antonio Gibson, as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
He finds his man complete. That's Craig. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
Ready up.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Shot, 17. Yellow, go. Field, black. Hut.
Love. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken at around the 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Howell.
He finds his man, complete. It's Wheeler.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Howell changing the play here.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Howell.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down, it's Bradley, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Ball's red. Hut, hut.
To throw now. Here's Love.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Ready.
Again, it's Love. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
On 3rd down, Love. That is caught. Still shedding tackles. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Bradley. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
10 more there and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Red, yellow. Hut.
Here's Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release.
Ready?
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Let's go now. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Hurt, 19.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Now 2nd and 5. Here's Gibson on the read option. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Off play action. It's Howell.
Rolling to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon.
And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
And this one a 41-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And Tune to throw it now.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Throwing, Tune.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
18, Pioneer. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Now Tune.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line. Toon going to throw it. And the catch made by Johnson. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. Looking to throw, Toon. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Josh Jacobs, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cards are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. A give up the middle to Gibson. Taking it right down Broadway. He's still barreling through. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
It's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be second down.
And brings up second down at the 29-yard line.
Here's Tune. Open man downfield is Johnson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Over the middle, complete. That's Craig.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line. Tune.
Here's Johnson with a reception. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Cardinals first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Here's Tune to throw it.
Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Washington going to send out their punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2.